Yo, yo, yo. YouTube and Twitch game. Today, we're back. Like most
Crazy.
days. And the goal is to beat the game today. And I think we can do it. If we try really hard. But I also don't know if that'll happen. So, Jared looked into some EXP methods, and none of them seemed really good. But from what he's seen and what I've looked up, it seems like it's better just to get gear. So I guess we need to farm for gear. But I don't really know if that's any easier. In all honesty. And I don't know where to start. I was also thinking of trying to do this one quest. I think it was the High Higgledy one. I'm honestly curious if we can complete some of these other ones. Well, technically the Winnower is part of that, and exploring the labyrinth is also high leveled. Wait, so finding the key for the Higgledy is 80, but actually finding the first Higgledy is 130. We'll try this. I figure maybe we'll get some XP or something from this, or a good weapon. Our stuff isn't bad either. It's just I don't think we're knocking out any bosses. Especially there is that last tainted monster I still need to kill. And probably the Jared still needs to kill. Piece of Higgledy forms with me. I was not reading that. I didn't think it would be important. Here, when you go to the cottage here, go to the cauldron and tell me what it says. That's a bunch of items.
Yeah.
I turned off my AC, it's too loud. Evan Mon, I'm sensing something funny over by your give that spell the conductor taught you a go.
All right.
What was it called again? Materialize? Here we go. A picture of a young woman. Ah, I wonder who that is. Supposed to be the key the conductor mentioned.
What the
That ain't a Keymon, it's a picture, God, and there was expecting something proper exciting. Who's it a picture of, do you think? I suppose the fact that we found it here must mean it's somebody Auntie Martha knows.
Boosh! Get in!
Who knows, maybe we'll meet whoever this brainy looking young go-getter is in one of them memory lane places. Let's go back to the old conductor pants and see what he'll have to say, shout. What about the other thing over here? 12 black ribbon forms for a brief moment before shattering into pieces. Okay, that's what it looked like with the cauldron. Whoa, what little freak is here? What's poppin', mate? Nothing much. Like I said, yesterday we didn't stream because we were setting up Christmas stuff and kind of poor management schedule-wise. But today we're doing some Nino Kuni for a bit, and then we'll do Overwatch when the dailies reset, and then we'll do some Brawl / Roblox probably. So we chillin'. And I will take a picture of the tree. I just forgot last night because me and Jared kind of, well, mostly me, crashed around like 1, which is way earlier than we usually go to sleep. So, plans got kind of messed up there. But it's also why we're awake at 4 right now. I was technically up at like 2. But, it's up like 12 hours, but I mean, sometimes what you need. I feel like things usually don't come in just pairs, usually trios. I only found 2 of those things. A black ribbon.
Oh, now it's working. I love when I'm connected to Discord, but then it decides it doesn't actually want to take any of my audio.
Gotcha. Well, did you find the other things in this cottage? The thing that said something with the Higgledy and something with that? You might as
did
well
not.
just say Roblox.
I just looked up.
I mean, to be fair, I do play some Brawl. It's mostly once, like, it's just 2 people, then it's like, I don't want to be the third. Because, you know, that's
Easy,
annoying.
just be the second. I'll be on my way.
No. At this point, it seems like Brawl's irrelevant to you. To be fair, like I said, I do play it. It's just, again, if I don't want to ruin it by being a 3-person free-for-all. Because, like I said, when Tycoon's here, I'm playing. It just, once, like, Tycoon leaves, it's, I just don't want it to be Yumi and Jared. Because that's going to be annoying for everyone.
Yeah.
3-person free-for-all is
I
just, like,
also
the worst.
have the information. A piece of higgledy headwear formed for a brief moment before shattering into pieces. That's it.
And then the one over here was a tie, or ribbon, a black ribbon. Yeah, no. It's mostly, like I said, with Brawl, it's annoying because it's just really uncooperative, but yeah, there's a bunch of people playing, I'll play. It just, I almost find it more interesting for the viewers too, to have something else to look at, so. And it's funny to have Roblox running in the background, at least in my opinion.
True.
By the way, Split, how are you feeling today? Probably tired still.
I don't know, honestly. Finally, it's here.
He feels nothing, Bell.
True.
We watched some One Piece last night, that was pretty fun.
Kinda was.
Yes, this is it. The key we've been looking for. And this will open a door for sure.
Huh?
How exactly do you open a door? The picture, man. Its form
I'm
is...
not sure if you saw. Probably did. But we have access to the question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, being the garden?
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that. I expected it to be something cooler, but, you know.
that's fair.
The form it has taken is due to the memories gathered in a place where it was found. That tells us that it has some special meaning. We simply must have to find out what. And the best way to find out will be to see what lies beyond the door it opens. So throw it wide, step inside, and find the high Higgledy who awaits within.
That didn't even rhyme. I'm disappointed.
By the way, Javen, where did Ribbit come from?
All right.
It's a good question, honestly. Because the whole like, follow, and obey thing was from Borderlands 3. And catch on the flippity flops, kind of like just a funny thing, but also kind of an Office reference. But then also, I feel it gives more of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal reference, even though it's like flip side, but it's kind of a mix of both.
That's fair.
But the ribbit, I think I just did once because I thought it'd be cringy, right? Because I had like proppy profile picture and everything. So I figured doing the ribbit would be funny. And I wore the fro cap for a while too. And it's kind of just like stuck. So, yeah. I hope we really can find this special Higgledy in there. Of course, you. Oh yeah. Also, isn't Effort back? I wonder if he'll be in the brawl today.
True. Gotta make sure to message him.
I will. I definitely will. He's probably only gotten better at the game. Not better than us, obviously. All of us have been training.
Of course.
Just for his arrival. So we can put the hitman in his place.
It's just like Fairy Tail.
Of course you will, but if you ever feel stuck, you can always pop back here, so don't fret, just dive on in. Now off you go. It's time for you to take a trip through the wonderful muddle of memories. What's a muddle? I'm not looking it up, and I actually don't care. Wait.
That's fair.
So what's this door lead to? The Ollie's house? Can I save here? I'm gonna open it. Okay, so just this place. I wonder if there's any good resources here. Not really. Take me back, Mr. Conductor Rabbit Man. Wake up. And also no face cam because I'm mostly just gonna be reading stuff and blank staring at. Ooh, look at all those higgledies.
Ah,
It's the girl from the picture.
I was thinking the same thing.
She shares a lot of higgledies with their. What is popping? That sounds like. Anyway.
I was gonna say nothing much.
Could one of them be the one we're looking for?
hey.
I like the look of you a lot. Yeah, you're tough, though you might not seem it to the untrained eye. You can handle higgledies too, can't you? I can tell, not beyond anything but a basic level, but hey, we all have to start somewhere, right? The wyverns found these parts, around these parts, have been causing all kinds of bother lately. Fancy giving me a hand getting rid of the blighters? Well, we're only really here looking for high higgledies, and we don't even know who you are. Oh, I'm Martha, or Little Miss Martha, as everyone around here knows me.
What?
Martha? That's right, anyway, I'm off to wall up these wyverns. Give any stragglers a hiding for me. Give any... a hitting, maybe? Punch everything, will you?
You might be referring to the higgledies.
What?
Yeah, but... give him a
You gonna
hiding?
hit the higgledies?
What? She just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you don't reckon that Martha was our Martha, do you? Nah, man, she was never that young, surely. What the flip's going on? Well, we're in memory lane. Could it be that someone's memory of Martha, or Martha from way back when? We didn't get to ask her properly about the high higgledy, did we? Perhaps we'll find her again if we head further in. To be fair, I have a feeling this dungeon's gonna be rather linear, so I think we'll be fine. I like how we have more information on, like, we can have a map here in memory lane, but we can't in the labyrinths. I can't believe.
You mean that place that's existed forever and like it's a mapped out area?
And we have a radar that tells us where everything's at, so we can't just. I don't know. I can't believe Little Miss Martha's going to take on those wyverns. She's going to get herself killed. See, the only weird part about something like this is that Martha doesn't even look that old. Like 30, maybe like 40, right? So it's like, how young was she here?
It's fair.
Because she also looks like she'd be like 20. It literally just looks like she weighs less, and that's it. No other part really looks more aged.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, maybe I haven't seen her in a while. The army's too busy fighting other kingdoms to do anything about these wyverns. Little Miss Martha's our only hope. I'm gonna fight these Lancers. Mostly because I want to see him dead, bleeding on the floor.
Understandable. I don't think you're gonna find that here though.
I need to play a more violent game. Sure. Spit in my face. Corner of the pipeline of how I got there was violent game, and then I saw these enemies, and they kind of look like the ones from Blasphemous, and then I remember that we watched that Blasphemous video, put in my face, and it came to mind.
It's fair. Perfectly logical.
You know, sometimes it's a little hard to dodge when they just miss me. And also, call me crazy, but I feel like this dodge thing should do a lot more damage. Like when you get the counter, I feel like it should do a lot more. Not like, it seems like it's mostly there just for iframes to do some damage for free, more than just like, wow, you got to sit counter, let's do the same damage.
Yeah, especially it's like, ooh, they let their guard down, they're completely vulnerable.
What did it take to reset it? I think one, you could up the damage. I just figured upping like the time and stuff would be better. But honestly, I don't know.
I'm not sure what it takes to reset it. Probably King's Guilders. I imagine we might have enough for that.
Yeah. The wyverns do be doing as they please now. There ain't no air raiders to stop them. The scurvy lizards. Folks had more need of buzz ruffians than they realized. I wonder if we'll see a little baby Batu. See, like, Batu also looks like he'd be, like, 40, you know? Late 40s, maybe? 40 somewhere. You know?
That's fair.
Because I feel like 50s when you really, you know, it's like, you're definitely having, like, all gray hair by then, right? I don't know. I feel like a lot of times, though, I feel like guys don't get, like, gray hair until, like, 60. And I feel like women and stuff get it a lot earlier. I don't know. Built different. In my experience. Especially, like, working. I think it would be the opposite way. I don't know. I don't think you or me will have to worry about that because we'll be bald by the time we're 30. So,
True.
not saying we won't go earlier, but by 30 definitely. That's fine. You know, had a good run. Dragon vulnerable to ice and water. Okay. I probably have my tactics week already set to dragon. Nope, the exact opposite. What level could this thing even be? My guess is probably 80. Whoa! Watch out, it's level 73, 5 wyverns.
That's crazy. I think the craziest part is that you think it's 5 wyverns.
Oh, sorry, it's an endless supply. Let me dodge an attack so that I can be really cool and teleport to all these enemies.
You know, that might actually be
Here,
a
hit me,
pretty good
guys.
idea.
That was kind of cool.
It looks so unsatisfying.
It wasn't that
You
bad.
weren't one cost and you didn't exactly just teleport to them.
I think I had to angle my screen differently. I want to try it again. Come on, you can't kill him. Here, aim at me. Shoot a fireball at me. Oh, oh, oh. Is anyone gonna deal with these guys? Oh, okay, now the fireball can hit me.
Here goes.
Wrong button. I'm gonna guess it's 4. Why did they use all my stuff? Okay. So what am I doing here? Do I just have to stand here? Or am I supposed to kill those guys in the background?
I think you're supposed to kill him.
What are the hitboxes? It's like they only hit me when they don't. Okay. I don't even care. Try and hit me.
Make yourselves useful.
My team decided to try this time. These monsters are above us, man. We gotta kill them. With what? Kindness? Because that's all I got. Okay.
Disagree.
I'm just so nice it hurts.
They've got more weapons for them than kindness.
Okay, maybe I should like calm down, just preserve, because I think I one-shot them. Yeah. So maybe I should just. That was fun.
I agree.
Okay. Time to pick up all these items. Made it this far, did you? I was worried about you being tough then. We're some tough cookies. I wouldn't say that. We're
The
just
toughest.
used to fighting wyverns, I suppose. Well, that's music to my ears. With your help, we'll have the filthy lizards exterminated sooner rather than later. Or she's a feisty one, this one. Keeping the peace around here takes more than curtsy and a kind word, you know, right? Come on, time to wipe them out once and for all. Don't leave a single one alive. Okay, ruthless. Flipmon, she seemed the friendly sort at first, but I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. This reminds me of when we first met Auntie Martha. She was fighting off wyverns then too.
Really?
Was she now? And I suppose she jumped in all heroic like and saved the day. I suppose you jumped in. Something like that. That was the first time Roland and I ever met a Heggledy. Well now, so it was wyverns that brought us you two together, was it? I never really thought about it like that. See, I wonder, because I assume there had to have been a period of time when she stopped fighting them. Because again, I feel like you would kind of be forced to stay fit at that point if you're constantly doing
No help here.
things like fighting and exploring and running, you know? It's kind of hard not to be.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing either the Sky Pirates took over that job and so she just kind of chilled in her cottage taking care of Heggledies. In that case, I feel like it would be hard to stay fit, you know?
Agreeable.
What do you want, little guy? Run, pink skin, run, or we'll slay you all. Okay, okay. You not see what onslaught I just, I don't know, made?
Weakness.
That's a lot of enemies. Boom! I was trying to dodge.
A lot of
it.
new corpses.
Yeah. They call me the corpse birther.
That doesn't sound good. It sounds actually kind of gross. It also sounds like an Elden Ring boss. Mostly
what?
because it's really gross. Elden Ring boss.
Oh. Something the corpse birther?
Exactly. I could see Javen the corpse birther. Maybe Evan. Couple of Rolands.
True. Kind of smoky over here. Oh. Of course I can't go in there. That sounds like a fun time. Have I ever mentioned how cool Roland looks in his green outfit?
Uh-huh.
He looks so cool. Do I have anything
It'd only
else?
be
like
cool if he was wearing yellow.
Yellow would actually work. Then it'd be like just a raincoat.
Not gonna lie,
there's
that would kinda
only-
go crazy.
How many characters wear raincoats? Curious George wear a raincoat? Or does the guy wear the raincoat? Curious George? And also like Paddington, right? He wears a raincoat, right?
I expected a lot more like, you know, game and anime references.
I don't know who wears raincoats. I feel like there's probably also like trench coats, right? They're basically the same thing.
I mean, yeah.
Unless you're supposed to wear a trench coat in trenches.
Here
You
goes.
know? I'm not sure your average everyday person just going in trenches. At least not very often.
I hit the shift key. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here goes.
Ha! 1,
That
2,
sounds so
3,
unnecessary.
4. What's unnecessary?
That counting.
Why can't I move? I need to. In my head, at least. I just chose to do it out loud.
What are you counting for?
The time my slashes. I have enough time to do a 5 combo and then a 4 combo to end with the heavy. For a total of 10.
There's this crazy thing called just using your eyes.
No, you have to count the attacks.
Disagree.
You still have to count with your eyes, Jared.
I mean, yeah, but you say it like you're consciously like counting up in your head rather than just like kind of looking and subconsciously doing it.
I am. I had no idea Granny used to be here. Well, cool. I hope I can be that good at handing Higgledies one day. A rare candy. Lemon drop. Lemon's HP. Always. Everyone knows that.
Of course. Name actually 2 situations.
Well, Tails games, right? Or is that...
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then in
I
real
was
life.
90% certain you'd say Tales of Vesperia and Tales of Symphonia, but not to mention Arise, that's 3 examples right there.
Plus maybe this game, right?
True.
Let's see where these lemon drops. Where would they be? Consumables, probably.
I could probably view them from here.
Lemon drop. Ranged attack. Lemons and ranged attacks? Are they throwing lemons? Sometimes.
I don't think that's how that works, actually.
Watch your back.
Seriously, we gotta rewatch Bungo. Now there's like the new season, and you never watched like, I think like any of season 2. You watched some of season 3.
Eh? And I watched like that one episode of season 1.
Season 1 was kind of bad, but I feel like rewatching it, knowing that I actually like the show.
Okay, so Roland can shoot enemies in the air, but Evan's lock arms just are too low. I see her in that really fun super original fight. The second.
What's better than one fight that's really boring? What's my shoot button? Oh. I honestly don't know if I like Lofty more or Mr. Drippy. Or maybe I should phrase that better.
Uh-huh.
Which one do I hate more?
I think Lofty's pretty bad. Just he has a lot of emphasis on all the weird stuff he says. Like the long pause halfway through saying crikey.
Yeah.
But Mr. Drippy is Mr. Drippy. This goes so crazy.
I was kind of reading a review on the game because I was just off on Reddit and just searching through like some of the new stuff. And so I see a lot of AFK Journey and whatever game I'm playing, you know, because my phone listens to me. They're talking about Nino Kuni. They were doing a review of after they 100% the games. And they were kind of saying how bad the second one was. Because, like, there's, like, barely any voice acting, barely any cutscenes. And when there is, they're not, like, good or interesting. They animate, like, the weirdest things.
Yeah.
And that also the characters are really dull, and the backstories are really dull, and you don't really get a lot of information on a lot of them. And that the coolest system is the, like, just castle building. And the combat's awkward and repetitive, especially later on, because literally using the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
This review?
Huh?
Did you make this review?
No! I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about, though.
That's fair.
The first game, though, I just don't see how people really enjoyed. Comparatively, I still don't understand. Because the
I
first
liked
game
something about the
was so
first game.
bad.
It was like a lot of the story was like unique at least and pretty cool.
I
Characters were
liked-
interesting.
I think really the
But
main
as far
thing
as the
was the
maybe not
combat.
the world building. But yeah, I really didn't like the combat.
I think by far
It was like
two
it was kind of cool like for 5 fights in the middle of the game, and then not very cool outside of that.
I think
And I
really
also
what it
really hated the
was.
evolution system.
Yeah. Honestly, the taming and monster system was just bad because it was so hard to tell what was even good. It's like you had to base it on like this guy has fast attacks, so this guy just hits hard, but it's like really hard to like tell what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, I honestly think it would have been just a lot better if it was like you play as the characters and then each of them just has a person that's just
Hey.
AI.
Yeah, especially since you wind up using that one guy for Ollie the entire time anyway.
Yeah, like again,
starting
there's a
guy.
lot of monsters and each character also has their attacks, but you just use one monster with Ollie.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say my least favorite parts 100% were the combat, specifically in bosses. But
I'm
those
still
that's
so
because
disappointed that Swain was such a thrower. He did like no damage.
the bosses just were so bad and took so long and were so repetitive because of how bad the combat was. And to be fair, maybe it wouldn't have been bad if we would have been using like the one overpowered unit, but even just getting units was annoying and a pain. Yeah,
I
and
think it also could
besides,
have been better with more stats, like actual attack speed.
yeah, but besides that, just going to the real world and fighting those like dream things, just the stories in the real world were so uninteresting and irrelevant to
I also
everything.
didn't like a lot of the
Side quests,
stories in the other world.
the side quests were just moving the things between people. That's
Eh.
no way. There's an ad. I'll wait till he's done his ad. Ads on Twitch is wild. Oh, he doesn't know.
True.
Oh, it's you. So you didn't get your heads torn off yet then. Yeah, the ads on Twitch are now like insane. Like you have to be subbed or use some magical thing, you know? I can't
don't
pause
know.
stream what, lol?
It feels like that really only happens for me when it's just like lagging.
What, I can't pause?
Mm.
Yeah, no. All I know is that the ads are pretty, really bad. That's why I'm not usually on Twitch. And I don't even have that many ads, I feel. I have like 30-second ones every, like, 30 minutes or something like that. Something weird. Oh, it's you? So you didn't get your heads torn off yet then? No, I
What?
did not. Martha, are you hurt?
Right.
I'm stupid is what I am. Careless. I won't be taking on a boss lizard like this. Those eyes, that glare. But you proved you can handle yourselves. Mind doing me a favor? Can you finish what I've started to wipe out the wyvern so we can get back to living in peace?
Huh?
But this ain't real, man. How are we supposed to bring peace to a dreamy memory thing?
Hey!
Every time I pause it, ad, that's actually crazy. Don't you see, Lofty? This is why we're here. I don't even have pre-rolls, I don't think. Also, effort when you can hear me, if you are hearing me now. Just let me know when your ad's done. Then I can talk directly to you instead of talking to myself. The High Higgledy who's hiding here won't show itself until we've proven that we're worthy. And you think we can do that by helping Martha, huh? Makes sense, I guess. Anywho, I'm gonna grab and return. Okay, for me. We'll do it, Martha. By the glint in your eye, I dare say you will. I bet the Higgledies can't get enough of you, eh? Well, let me teach you a little something to help you along. A few tricks I learned after a whole lot of Higgledy handling. The question is this going to be a new style called Higgledy Hooligan. You can also like Martha's methods. Same thing. Marsh's methods. These are top secret high-end Higgledy techniques created in her Higgledy handling heyday by the peerless Auntie Martha. What's it? Means more Higgledy balls will be dropped when attacking foes, and Higgledy troop members will automatically replenish. RB won't launch range attacks, but instead allow you to absorb energy from your Higgledies and unleash a damage-dealing Higgledy bomb. Keep that held until you see the energy from your Higgledies gather, then release it to unleash Merry Heck. If you keep it held down even after this, energies gather, more Higgledies will chip in, and your Higgledy humdinger will hit even harder. Additionally, if your Higgledies are awakened by any golden balls, you automatically absorb any of them that are nearby and can unleash continuous Higgledy bomb blast. Holding down right bumper won't do anything to add further to an awakened Higgledy bomb blast, so just concentrate on firing off as many as you can. You know, it kind of seems like it'd be powerful, though.
Yeah, I just have a feeling it's gonna be really bad.
I'm just thinking it'll be... I really don't want to use the Wizard's Companion just because I have to use a controller, but I feel like I can do this without a controller.
All
Yeah, I
right.
didn't get to see that, but probably not important. We won't let you down, Martha. With the help of the tricks you taught us, we'll have those wyverns dealt with in no time. It just seems like it might be better and actually let us use our Higgledy stuff more. As well.
Yeah. You
I
should talk
didn't-
to all those Higglies.
I'm not gonna read. Oh wait, can I even? None of them talk. Wyvern's down and duck in the process. Something like that. Okay. I don't know. Do I though want to put on the Higgledy thing? I kind of want to at least try it.
I have it on. I also love how we can't save ever.
I think
That's
we
what
go
the conductor
back.
does.
Yeah. Wait, Higgledy Blade, Higgledy Bludgeon, and Higgledy Bomb. So how does that work? Is that when you absorb them? Any enemy you strike with quick
Not
light
sure.
attack
I think it's
using
just a
melee weapon will be
passive.
more likely. Oh, okay. So right bumper. I don't know what that'll be with my controls. Probably my shot. Nearby Higgledies will come together and form a powerful ball of energy. Note they will disappear. And so it says when we're awakened though, then we can spam stuff.
Eh.
Okay. Little Miss Martha's a real heroine. She taught me the wyvern's lesson right enough. They'll always be safe while she's around.
It's definitely not the correct pronunciation.
Brahaha, so satisfying. Take that, Little Miss Martha. What?
Heroine.
I think you're wrong about that.
It's been like 3 times.
Beat this. Let's end this.
The Higgledy Bomb does seem pretty powerful.
See, one thing I'm interested in is if
Higgledy
charge
stats
back stuff will make it charge faster.
What do you mean?
Like say the tactics tweaker.
I don't know. Maybe. I could probably change mine because I have the extra points. I can turn down my MP restore.
You think you have the extra points? I've got even more points in that than you do.
Do you? I didn't think you would choose to do that when you reset it.
Well, I only really need a few things. Like, when am I gonna need 2 status resistances? More accurately, when am I
guess
gonna
that's
need
fair.
2 different enemy types? Though that I did go into 2, so.
Yeah, technically I feel like you only need the 5 in both of those. But,
Eh.
I don't know. If I were to reset this, I think I would keep level 10 in the top 2, and then obviously the other things and the extra points in that. But I only have level 9 in the status resistances.
Kinda cringe.
Yeah,
I actually think this is exactly what I had.
not surprising. Dragon, weak to light and poison. I'm gonna throw my balls at him.
Yeah. I prefer magic bombs, but that works too.
Might be annoying with not having my gun, but maybe it'll be easier if it's like AoE. What's a Pinkskin doing here in that little baby one with the cat ears? At that, even no business with pipsqueaks like you, get lost. Eep. Don't tell me you Martha sang you.
Hello.
She did, and I'm going to beat you black and blue just like she asked me to. Bars. And this just isn't fair. I thought I'd put a stop to her nonsense once and for all, since when did she have an understudy? I thought I'd at least have a little peace after getting rid of her and those stupid air raiders. We're supposed to be expanding our borders and consolidating our stranglehold on this slice of territory. Now that, or not that I think for a second, you can stop us. We'll soon be rid of Martha and her stupid friends once and for all. Now we've got to, or we can get on with rolling over all the survey. Is his voice shaking? I almost feel bad for smacking him silly. Well, we don't have much choice. The high Higgly will probably be too scared to come out until the fighting is over. Do your worst, pink skin. The Higglies won't help you now. I have a feeling they'll help me more. You would know.
I am counting on you all. You're mine.
It's actually pretty good. Not sure if it has another charge level. It does.
Beat this.
Also, do we have combos? I'm just now realizing.
What do you mean?
Because if I do X, 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 Y, Y, it seems to be different from my... No? What did I do before?
Oh, if you do another normal attack after that heavy slam. maybe not. I don't know. What'd I do before?
Yeah, I don't know. I did something weird. I did a similar thing on Kuni maybe.
Let's end this. Eat this.
Why is it lagging so much?
Let's
Yeah,
end
maybe it
this.
is 3 and then matching Y.
Eat
Because I do like
this.
an uppercut.
Let's end this.
My controller's going berserk.
Eat this.
I could see this game maybe being a bit more interesting with actual combos. I'm glad they told us about these.
You're mine. Eat this.
This guy's not a big fan of standing still.
You're mine. Let's end this.
I feel like these Higgledy balls are actually really useless. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what.
I feel like they don't do a lot of damage, but they have AoE, so...
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe they actually do a decent amount. Okay, so the charge isn't based on time, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, I think
At
it's
least
based
not
on
the third
Higgledies.
charge.
And you get more.
Oh.
Is
Also, this is really fun thing. Cole, I think this is a spider's nest on the light directly above my chair. So tiny spiders occasionally just land on me.
Gotcha. Have you tried burning your room? And maybe the whole house?
No.
See, the issue with that, though, is then you're gonna, essentially, make fireproof spiders, right?
Exactly. Not really, but exactly.
I think he's trying to tell us that he was born from Martha's bravery, so he was inside her heart all along.
Oh.
Man, isn't it weird that going into the past we get more powerful besides the person from the future who we've been with from the entire game couldn't give us any of this stuff? What the? Like, she couldn't tell us about this technique. Or give us a Higgledy. It's her past self that had something in her heart, not her now self. She lost that, I guess. Unless it's one of those things where all that stuff happened in the
has that dog
past,
in her.
but we're from the future, but we went into the past, but when it happened in the past, it was from the future. So, in the pipeline of things, we already did that in the past, but didn't happen until the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Time travel is confusing. This is a tale of time when the air raiders or the predecessors of the scurrilous sky pirates were at the height of their power. A few unlucky children were abducted by those bloodthirsty brigands and put to work performing chores and any other task their captors thought beneath them. One of these poor mites was an orphan girl named Martha. The raiders had plucked her from her home near Ding Dong Dell when she was still small. But despite her rotten lot in life, she refused to be cowed by the burly bully. She stood firm in the face of countless scoldings and the cruelest of punishments. How'd she stay so strong? She had a secret that nobody knew. Back, let's go. How's it going, effort? Been a while.
Indeed.
I can even turn on my face cam for a sec. That didn't work.
Try to scare him away.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh.
I'll probably turn it back off, but you know, shredded. Ah, you know how it is.
That's some great lighting.
It is some pretty good lighting, honestly. Guns, yeah. Longer than I thought it's been. Yeah, it has been a while. But yeah, I'm turning off the face cam now. But you got shredded. I've always been shredded. Let's be honest.
True.
Yeah. We also do plan on doing some Brawl today. Because I don't know if you were here when we changed it to, like, Monday Mayhem. But That's what it is. We'll be doing it in a couple of hours, though. We're gonna play this for a bit, and then we're gonna do Overwatch dailies, which should only take like 30 minutes, and then we'll do some Brawl. That's the plan. No, I wasn't. I've been so busy with work. Seems like it. With mine, it's not that bad. I just work like essentially the weekends, which is good for the stream schedule. But also, you know, Christmas time coming up, so a bit more busy than usual. Yep, we've been chilling. This game is not that great, by the way, but me and Jared have committed to finishing it. We're calling it quits if it gets that bad, but yeah. Overwatch has been fun. It's either been really fun or really not fun, but it's been chill. Brawl's Brawl, not too much added. Some new characters probably from when you last played. How did you stay so strong yet? She had a secret that nobody knew. She had a legendary Higgledy. Martha was able to see the spirits in those Higgledies. When times were hard, she could always muddle through with their little friends to help her. Eventually, she plucked up all of her considerate courage and decided to take one final stand against her oppressors. Also effort. Me and Jared have been grinding One Piece. I've not been playing Brawl for a while, and I finally got goated Wi-Fi. I said, ooh, I'm down. Nice. Finally caught up now. But we are like, I would say probably 20 episodes deep in Wano.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also. Turn back on the face cam for a second. Oh, I can spoil. I probably already know a lot of stuff, but also look behind me. You see that? I'll wait for a response. But, yeah, it's a bunch of the, bounty posters. It's pretty sick. No way you have all of them? All of them? I don't think it's all, well, it's definitely not all the bounty posters, but it's a lot of the important characters. Like, I think it's, yeah, you got all the Straw Hats, you got the 7 Warlords, the 4 Emperors, and then you have some random ones, like Ace, Sabo, Bonnie, Law, Kid. Are there any other ones that aren't those? No. So it's pretty cool. I see Law there. Yeah. Law's like, yeah, right there. A lot of the other ones are hidden though, like the 4 Emperors and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
It is.
And I also am asking for like some stickers, which have like more of the bounty posters, because I figure I can put those stickers somewhere on stream, or like on my work cup, you know, or on my water bottle, something like that.
Easy, just put them on the face cam.
True. True. I can actually put some on my chair. Yeah, I don't know if he's. Yeah.
The classic.
Yeah,
Assuming you're referring to the sticker on your chair.
Yeah. I don't know if you've played Persona effort, but on my chair, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a catchy with a Get Smoked hat on.
It might be the
Still got
greatest sticker I've ever
one-liners?
seen.
Yeah, he does. Unfortunately.
Okay.
I've never played it, no. We did a playthrough of it. I don't know, again, if you were there towards that. It took us like 180 hours to complete the game, so that was kind of rough. Probably the longest story game we've ever played. I think so.
As of that, you know, we are currently playing this.
Yeah,
You
but
never know.
I don't think this is going to take that long. To completion, we didn't even 100% it, technically, but that would require a new game plus. So. But we did do, like, everything that we could. Like, every possible thing. But yeah, it was a long game. It was a long game. There was a lot of cool stuff, like games that we played. I'm hoping that after Nino Kuni, we're going to play something interesting. But.
Nino Kuni 3?
Absolutely not. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to catch effort up on. Mostly we've definitely played a couple of games. I don't know if the mic's new or anything. Um, I don't think too many specifically things that come to mind that are like big news. Not like the bounty posters in the
Yeah.
background. That's kind of sick.
Not like the Akechi sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly on the grind. I don't know. Mike sounds crisp. Yeah, I got the. I'm gonna. That's as far as it extends right now. But I have it like a good mic, and I actually have like an arm attached to my desk that holds it, which is kind of cool. It looks really cool. I also had like spotlights above me and stuff, and a green screen, but I changed it because the green screen wasn't really working. The spotlights didn't really matter, so got the bounty poster instead. Yeah, honestly, I like this setup a lot more. The spotlights did add a little bit of a touch, though. Same with the green screen, but I think I like that. Now the lighting is dope. Yeah, I like it a good bit. I technically have another light to the side, but it's not really necessary without the green screen, so. Better than the start, definitely. And also just the new PC is way better. But I'm sure you were here when I've had my new PC. Like 3070, pretty sick. And just, I actually like built it from scratch, you know? No, but, I mean, I did get all the parts and put them together, but it's pretty good. I still want to upgrade it more. It's about to be 5 years, JV. Crazy. This is insane. To be fair, I've been working at my, like, job for 3.5 years, which is crazy to think of. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not my job. My job kind of sucks, but it's more so just really boring. That's really the main thing. But I'd rather be bored and stuff. Same one, yeah. Because I used to work at KFC, like, as soon as I turned 18, for, like, 7 months, and then COVID hit around that time, and just work was kind of rough, and so I quit, and then I started, like, really streaming. So, yeah, and then, like, 3.5 years ago, I got a new job at, like, a gas station, but it's not just a gas station. It's, like, I'm trying to think, because, like, fast food, like, we have, like, a whole deli area, enough to where it's, like, we have a store side, and, like, the deli side, and we have, like, it's not, there's a lot of things. So it's basically like a full fast food restaurant, and then also a store. Not like a huge store, just convenience store, but yeah. But yeah, it's not too bad. Just like I said, it gets kind of boring. Not all the time, but it's fine. Make like 18 bucks an hour, which isn't bad. It's like $100 a day. And I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, half the time, and then just Friday, Saturday. So, well, at least it ain't too rough. Yeah, that's dope. That's nice. Yeah. And the schedule, like I said, isn't bad. People aren't too bad. Sometimes you get, bad scheduling, but whatever. I work for a whole month, then I'm home for a month. Honestly, not too bad. As long as you're making, like, some good money, and you don't hate it. I mean...
Fair.
Yeah. That seems good. I'm almost considering leaving my job, but the main thing I would want is something with similar hours, even if it's not on the same days. Kinda-ish, good money. I hate it, though. I've never been so stressed. Yeah. That does sound kind of tough. I'm considering trying to get, like, a warehouse job, but I want a part-time one, preferably with a consistent schedule. And I feel like that's just going to be hard to find. Because I'd rather be moving boxes around, not have to be, like, super clean, because, working with food, you have to be very clean. So, I want to be able to touch my clothes without having to wash my hands, stuff like that. But, yeah. And just more of a physical job. Because, I mean, yeah, I am walking around for, like, 8 hours and doing some stuff, but... That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, it's not too bad. And a lot of times I'm doing the cleaning anyway. So, like cleaning fryers and ovens and stuff like that. So, that you don't need to be as clean for, believe it or not. But, yeah. It just gets really boring. And I disassociate a lot when I'm there. Like, I just kind of zone out completely. Just start thinking about other things. Which is kind of nice some of the time. But it's just weird with how time passes when I zone out super hard. Yeah, me too. It works. I don't know. Things are chill. We don't want to be there. Yeah. See, honestly, like I said, I don't mind it too much. It's mostly just getting up at an earlier time than usual and have to wear a work outfit the entire time. Like having to be so clean mostly. And again, it's like we get like a 15-minute break. That's like 8 hours, and I don't even usually take the break because it's not really, you know. Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's a lot. But I don't know. I'm fine with working it for a while. It just, if I found something that paid the same or higher that was like a warehouse job that didn't have terrible hours, I'd be chilling. Well, sounds better than worse, yeah. But I don't know. You know what the greatest part is about streaming days though, Tycoon, or not Tycoon, effort, is the fact that I don't have to work. I get to chill here and play a bad game.
Honestly, true.
Yeah. Intent on freeing herself and her fellow captives from slavery, she and her Hickledy helpers wreaked havoc on the bandits' base.
Ooh, you've got a lot of reading to look
Yeah, I
forward
know I
to.
got a lot of reading. Unable to see the little sprites, the aerators were petrified by Marta's strange and seemingly otherworldly power. They're flying machines. Oh yeah, you also missed it, but I actually learned hockey.
It was crazy.
Yeah. They're flying machines and their spirit in tatters. They fled, never to be seen again. No way. I got it here.
The question is what?
If I actually had hockey, it would probably be observation hockey. Let's be honest.
That's fair.
I'm just saying, really. I'm basically like Katakuri, just a little bit cooler. Probably a little more shredded. Yeah.
Weirder face.
I don't know about that. And thanks to brave little Martha, the poor children were free at last. Everyone lived happily ever after. Or so it would be lovely to be able to say. Katakuri, nah. Katakuri is like super cool though. I hope he's more of a big deal later on. Obviously in Whole Cake, he was a big deal, but
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the kind of character that just like, yeah, never talked about again.
yeah. I know there's talk of another time skip happening in the newest arc, which I think would be cool, just because again, a lot of the weaker characters, the ones not in charge, you know, with the time skip, would be nice to have a lot of that stuff. Like even if Katakuri took over the Big Mom Pirates, for example, or if Katakuri just had his own thing, you know, and a lot of characters just being really cool. But I don't know. Want to see Usopp do something, Sniper King even? I mean, to be fair, Usopp is still one of my favorite characters. You know, even though he doesn't really do too much a lot of the time. That's why it sucks that Stampede wasn't like canon, because he was pretty cool in Stampede. Not enough screen time? Yeah, but I feel like it's people are also expecting him to be getting a big power up in the newest arc. But yeah, I don't know. No way you watched all the movies? I mean, I haven't watched them all. We usually watch them when like we get to the filler episodes that they're at, you know, like when they would happen, even though I don't think any of them are really canon. So but the last one we watched was Stampede. I'm really looking forward to watching Red. I think Red might be the last big one, if even just the last one that we have. And I'm assuming that happens either after Wano or in Wano. But I don't know. I'm also very, very excited to see Gear 5. I mean, I've already seen Gear 5, but like actually in the story Gear 5. And I really want to watch Egghead and all that. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. Even just Wano. A lot of stuff Wano. No, you watch the spoilers. Fake. It's more so random clips on TikTok and like random scenes and like AMVs and stuff like that that kind of show stuff. It's very hard to avoid Gear 5 Luffy. Fake. No, I usually try to ignore them, believe it or not. And I've also just like, if I see something that I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this yet, I usually click off. But you know, Gear 5 is very, you know, it's everywhere. I feel like you see more Gear 5 than regular Luffy. So. Yeah, little Diz. Some of the things I want to see, though, is, like, I know Robin has, like, a demon form. But I haven't, like, actually, like, seen it. But it seems like it'll be really, really cool. Good thing I'm caught up and didn't get spoiled, man. And I also know that, what's it? Zoro fights King, and it's, like, a really, really sick battle. So I want to see that, too. The two things that I did see, though, just because they were everywhere, was the little scene with Garp doing Galaxy Impact, and the scene where Shanks and Kid kind of clash a little bit. Caught up ASAP. That was the best arc for me so far. I think a lot of people say one was like the best arc. Well, you watch the spoilers? It's not, again, I'm just like chilling on YouTube and Crunchyroll's like, hey, how would you like to see Garp Galaxy Impact? And people are like, oh, everyone has to see this. Oh, this is my reaction. It's like, bro, I can't skip it. It's everywhere. It's unavoidable. I'd have to just never go to any social media. Garp's for the sake. I didn't see any of the entire things. It's just I saw Garp's Galaxy Impact thing. It looked really cool. But I'm also one of those people.
Similar note, we also saw Shanks and Kid.
Yeah. The One Piece is honestly goated. I would say it's my favorite anime. I would have to say, especially right now. But there's obviously some other really good ones. It just, One Piece, because of how long it is, I feel like adds so much. Just because there's so much character development and the world building, plus it's pirates, and all the characters are like super, super good. And obviously just the storytelling. It's just like really, really good. So, yeah, I'd have to say so. That's probably my favorite. But there's obviously a lot of other good ones. I've been trying to also get a little bit into like Naruto and Bleach, because I know it's like people like put those in the same level, you know, the big three. But Bleach isn't on Netflix. And Naruto is. Obviously not all of One Piece is on Netflix, but that I can, yeah. Naruto was my first big three. I feel like that's probably the best way to have it, because I feel like Naruto is probably the hardest to get into. So I have to, though. Yeah, I've watched some Naruto. It's definitely gonna be the next one we watch. Mostly because I just feel like Naruto will be the worst of them, really. So I figure I'll watch that one next, because I don't want to watch One Piece and then watch Bleach and then have to go to like something that I just expect to be worse and it turned out to be worse. Even though Naruto so far, I like some of them. Shouldn't have One Piece first. Yeah. To be fair, just how it happened was interesting. Should have watched Bleach and then Naruto, then One Piece. I feel like I probably would have done Naruto, Bleach, then One Piece if I thought about it. But what happened, right, that got me into watching it was I was playing the One Piece Warriors game, because I was just on Game Pass and the game was leaving Game Pass. I'm like, I might as well try it. You know, I like Warriors types games and, you know, it might be cool. I knew like nothing about One Piece. And then I saw some of the stories and some of the characters. I'm like, you know, this is pretty interesting. I'm like, the game kind of sucks. I'm like, wait a minute. If I like the story and the characters, why don't I just watch the animes and drop the game? And so then I did that, and yeah. Now none of us gonna live with One Piece. To be fair though, I'm very good at like being subjective, I feel, in those cases. Like taking them each individually instead of comparing them the entire time. At least I'd like to think so. But we'll need to do that. Oh, I know. I mean, like, this Naruto guy is kind of annoying compared to Luffy. You know?
That's fair.
Trying to compare Sasuke to Zoro is really tough right now. And Sakura, can you even compare it to a Straw Hat? I'm trying to think of, like...
I feel like Sakura doesn't work just because like all the Straw Hats are very like confident, you know?
I feel like though it's like you could say like maybe Usopp or maybe Nami, especially like early on Usopp and Nami, where they didn't really seem that strong, but like Sakura
Yeah,
doesn't
I'd
do
say-
anything.
Early Sakura is like early Nami is probably the best comparison.
But I still am a Sasuke fan. So far I don't really like him. He was like cool in like the first 3 episodes, and then he just like got really uncool. And then edgy? Oh, he's definitely edgy. But that's pretty much all he is, actually. Because at first he's
That's
like,
fair.
oh, I'm kind of edgy and I'm too good for everyone else. But he was actually like good and powerful. But it's like, now, even at like episode like 30, it just seems like, hey, I'm edgy, but I'm not even that good.
Yeah.
I don't really even
He gets
compare to these other
outclassed
people.
by just about everyone.
Yeah. It's like already he had the eyes, and now he has like this curse mark, and he's still just. I would expect him to be really OP. Rock Lee build
To be
this.
fair, I don't think the curse mark helps him right now.
I think, well, we saw the form, like when it completely took over.
I
it
mean,
made him
yeah,
really
but if
OP.
he's not using it, then it's just like pain.
Rock Lee is insane.
Eh.
He's definitely a cool character. Again, I kind of like the whole, he doesn't just have a power,
Yeah.
he kind of just actually trains hard and is like smart. Especially when you compare it to like Naruto or Sasuke, where they basically just rely on their power. Like Naruto basically does nothing, isn't smart or anything, and then he just has the clones. And then Sasuke is like, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna use my what I know and be really good, and then occasionally use the eye if I need to. Not, yeah, I'm just gonna start with my eye every single time because you know
I'm
I
hoping
need it to
he
compare.
has a kind of redemption thing. Like he realizes that he actually can't do all that much.
Well, to be fair, I know people even compare him to Zoro because like swordsman, so I assume he mostly relies on using a sword and then only brings it out on occasion because it uses like the curse mark, 'cause isn't it like the chakra and stuff that makes it happen? Yeah, have some faith in my boy Sasuke. Yeah, I will. I know he'll get cool. And stuff. I know it's like obviously early on and character development happens. You know, right now they're just like sowing the seeds, you know? Be a fighter or end into 2 but 0, I think. Gotcha. Is better. Yeah, no. I don't. I would imagine I'll wind up liking Zoro more, but I feel like Sasuke will still be really, really cool. Gotta watch though. Yeah, I just want to catch up on One Piece and then do that. What's this game? Never seen it. Oh, the game I'm playing or the One Piece game? Because this game is Ni no Kuni too.
And I'm not actually sure you've seen any gameplay yet.
Yeah. Or so it would be lovely to be able to say. Yes, this game. I don't know if you've heard of Ni no Kuni 1, Wrath of the White Witch. But it's very Studio Ghibli. I don't know if they actually like made it or if it's just a very similar style. But this is the sequel to that. It's very different. It's like the Revenant Kingdom, something like that. I'll just give you a quick thing. We're this kid, and we were a prince, and then the king, our dad, got murdered. And so then we were gonna be, and then they staged a coup on us to try and kill us. But then Roland, a president from the real world, came in because of reasons, and then they worked together to escape. Then they formed their own kingdom, met up with some sky pirates, got some sky pirates. Then we went over, tried to make everyone join our peace treaty between kingdoms. Yada yada yada. Bad guy being bad. Beat up the bad guy. The bad guy's really rolling from this world. And then we find out.
Shinokuni 1.
Yeah, and then we find out that this person who's been guiding us the whole way was actually our son from the future whose mind can time travel. So, yeah. The Eight Raiders had fled to every corner of the kingdom and spit into countless bickering factions. But alas, I simply left the reign open to another evil. That's some crazy lore. Yeah, It is. It really is.
We got access to half this in the last, like, 30 minutes of gameplay, so...
The Wyverns, before long, all their former rivals' territory was theirs. And the world being an oddly warlike place, the great nations were too distracted by their own unending conflicts to worry about the backwaters where the Wyverns lived. Had soldiers only been sent to stop them, the awful creature's reign would have been ended there, or before it began, but alas, it was not meant to be. We also played some other really bad games before this. And we also played some really good games. Without anyone to protect them, the ordinary folks who resided in the Wyvern's territory were condemned to live in fear. Martha couldn't help but feel responsible and swore to dedicate her life to ridding the land of the Wyvern menace. She trained hard with her Higgledy helpers and went to war on behalf of the people. To be fair, having an invisible army does sound pretty good.
I was thinking the same thing, like, how do you exactly fight back against that?
Well, they seem pretty weak. It's like, imagine the Tostadas from Dressrosa, except they weren't fast or smart. Yeah, and they just poked people. Cheats. I mean, to be fair, they have some.
100 invisible little
but hear
guys.
me out. Imagine them coming together and you're just getting shot by an invisible flaming cannon or an invisible black hole. That does sound powerful.
Yeah, I would imagine those things are also invisible. It'd be kind of weird if a cannon just materialized.
Yeah.
I was also gonna ask if these are canon, which is kind of a sick play on words.
Or what cannon?
Like the actual cannons appearing, or is it just like they're basically just stabbing people?
Yeah, I don't know. Why is this one throwing a plate? That's a good question. Her fresh-faced ferocity soon earned her the nickname Little Miss Martha. How? How's that a nickname?
It's very rebellious.
Is it? And she was hailed as a hero as many poor
That's what they're
souls she
going for.
protected. They soon came to believe with Martha to fight on their behalf, the Wyverns could be kept at bay and peace maintained indefinitely, but this was not to be. You know, this makes the Higgledies actually seem kind of cool. You know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, ours suck. In the end,
Especially
Martha had
when
no
we go
choice.
further.
Yeah, but to hang up her weapons, the Wyverns had been weakened a good deal thanks to all her efforts. But that wasn't why she gave it all up. No, the reason that she was growing less and less able to control her Higgledy friends. You see, Higgledies are closely tied to the heart of those who command them. Oh, so that's why ours are garbage. Because Evan's garbage.
Yeah.
Good to know. And Martha had given hers almost entirely to the fury of war, gradually weakening the link that she and her Higgledy shared. Worse, she feared that her ferocity might awaken something in her little friends even more terrible than the Wyvern she fought. So she and her army of spirits turned their backs on the fighting life and went to live in obscurity. Even settled down to start a family, they all lived peacefully and quietly together, Higgledy and human hand in hand. And despite her legendary abilities, Martha never taught her children how to fight. And so the miraculous method with which she led her little army to victory again and again was lost to time for fear of reawakening the wildness in a once ferocious heart.
I mean, it's a side
Hello.
story.
Uh-huh.
Where we just Higgledies as killing machines.
Really, I feel like though in that sense, it's like, can't you just not, if they're tied to like the heart and everything, why not just try and make them fight for good reasons instead of just,
Yeah, because I mean, she was fighting basically out of hatred, which was the whole thing.
yeah, it's like, oh, can't do that. That's like, yeah, but now you're just letting creatures run wild when you could help other people.
Yeah, like say for example, they're perfectly fine for us because we're just fighting for good reasons.
And she could do. It just, she's like, oh, I
Yeah.
realized, oh, this is bad. Let me give up. I don't know. I hate that.
Well,
I hate that
again,
so
I just
much.
feel like they're so powerful too. Where it's like I feel like we're just not using any of that.
Yeah, I feel like it would make more sense again if like this person would have been like they had their own country where it was just Higgledies and some humans that she trusted, you know, living in a random
Yeah.
place like a village, and then it was like, oh, the main bad guy got darkness on her, and then it's like now that's why she's raising the Higgledies to be evil, but then it's like we save her and
Yeah,
then it's like
and
good.
even if not like a specific kingdom, just like some sort of special force to deal with things.
Yeah, but it's like that doesn't make any sense to like her story because she's just living in a cottage with Higgledies? What does that accomplish?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any
Like,
sense.
again, I can completely understand if it's like, you know, raising people to fight with them for the right reasons, where it's like, you know, then you can kind of pass it on.
Or
But, like,
even
she's
so,
specifically not doing that.
or even help with like the environment, you know, since like they're essences of nature and stuff. Like, oh, use this one to control like fires.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know?
and like the powers that we have to like activate the wind thing. It's like that's basically what they're for, and it could definitely help stuff.
Yeah, and it's not also like she's trying to kidnap all the Higgledies essentially and just force it to where no one can use them either. It's just she's like, let me just have this small group. Like, why would she not just completely give up on Higgledies
Yeah.
if she was gonna do something like that? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's just again, this is where the story conflicts. You just show me that memory, little one. Hig, blimey, you lot are a force to be reckoned with. Thanks a million for collaborating all those wyvern wallies. Whoever would have thought that this is how dear old Auntie Martha started out. I knew the Higgledies would love you. You make a great team. People are safer now thanks to you. They'll be telling tales of your victory for years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you, Martha, but this is all just a tale from memory lane. The real hero was always you. Higgle. It's like Wizards 101!
Whoa.
See, like, does she really look that much older? Like,
Yeah. I mean, she looks like, you know, old, but I'm not sure if she looks like super old.
I don't know.
Like he's not like a 70 or something.
Yeah. I don't know, it just feels weird. Davey going for the grandma? No. Maybe in her prime.
That's fair.
To think that we have Auntie Martha to thank for you being born. A Higgledy weed for my courage, eh? I never would have dreamed something so lovely could be hiding inside a silly old me. It's enough to make an old Higgledy handler burst with pride.
Yes.
Well, he's yours now. My fighting days are long gone. After all, I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines, my love, so you just make sure to do your Auntie Martha proud. Also, Belle was saying how Bracken, which is one of the characters, looks a lot like Sakura, especially from behind, which, you know, Belle would know. Good morning to you.
Course.
We're still in the
I'd be more
land
convinced you would know, but you know.
Land of dreams, of course, but I just had to come and congratulate you on the daring rescue of the High Higgledy. Yeah, right there. I don't know if my mouse shows up, but all the way to the left. Yeah, that's our team, by the way.
Whoa, for the first time his mouse
does.
actually doesn't show up.
Yeah. Doesn't my team look really lame? We have little boy, little girl, a president from another world, smart blonde guy with glasses, big buff guy, and then Sakura. And then these weird little creatures. What do they do? I'll
He
show
is
you after this
grooving.
cutscene. Piggle!
Yeah.
Here, now that I think of it, we didn't see a simple nightmare back there, did we? Just wait till wall flipping wyverns, or just wall to wall, whatever. The distinct lack of nightmares is welcome news indeed. Let's hope for more of the same in the future. So we'll be visiting more of these memory lanes to search the High Higgledies. Fear we're gonna do some dishes. Okay. It was lovely learning about Auntie Martha's past like that, but I wonder if we might have learned a little too much. Well, that's exactly why only those handpicked saviors I deem entirely worthy are being sent off High Higgledy hunting. Peering into the most closely guarded nooks and crannies of people's hearts isn't something I can trust anyone to do, but I can trust you. I knew it from the start. Thank you. We'll try not to let you down. Oh, and we've learned some of Martha's Higgledy handling techniques too. We'll be able to get along even better with our little friends now, thanks to her. Wonderful, just wonderful. My crack squad of saviors is clearly coming along in leaps and bounds already. And now that you've found your first High Higgledy, that means that a mere 5 remain. I'd better tell you where to find the next key, hadn't I? See if I can deduce it. Act really bit a pain in the bum, all this key hunting stuff, ain't it? Oh, you think that your job is hard? This weird moth needs to go away before it goes in my nose and I die. Oh, you think your job is hard? Do you think that all I do while you're wandering down these memory lanes is stand around waiting to bring you home again? Yeah. Well, think again, traveling the length and breadth of the world, peering into people's dreams, in the hope of uncovering a hint as to tell us where the next high higgity might be is exhausting work, believe you me. Back, let's go. You're fair enough like.
Oh my.
Sorry, we didn't mean to sound impatient. Think nothing of it, I have far more vexing matters to consider. Not least of which being how you came to grow so close to the Kingsmaker, who seems to lack a link between his own soul and yours. You must be very fond of the boy, little one.
What the flip?
How the flip did you, how exactly are you money bonds? These words, why, I'm the conductor, no more, no less. Who, now, where were we? Yes, the next key. You know what a King's Cradle is, of course? The shrines where Kingsmakers rest between bouts of kingsmaking. One finds them wherever the king's wind blows. I thought it cursed a little. I mean, to be fair, good. I don't know what these words mean. Okay. Where the king's wind blows. Yes, we know all about them. I couldn't have become a king if I didn't know that they were. I don't think I've heard of a king's wind before, though. That's probably because you ain't got much to notice it being human and all. It's a sort of stream of energy that flows through all the King's Cradles. The JV. It's what gives us Kingmakers our amazing powers. That's why we go back to our cradles when we need to rest up. Gosh, I never knew that. Well, I've been sensing some very strange emanations from a King's Cradle deep under the ocean somewhere. A cradle of water. It must be the one near Hydropolis in the Abyss. There's only one way to find out. Make your way to and cast Materialize. I, for one, can't wait to see what you find this time. Think we're gonna see Narya in the past?
It's possible. I also like how it's like, ooh, there's this crazy riddle. It's a King's Cradle underwater.
Bam,
Bosh,
the
one
breeze.
possible location.
Anyway, I'll show you what a Bracken can do.
Good.
That's the wrong one. This is Bracken. Can I, okay. I can't show the back. They fight with a hammer, and what was their other weapon? It was just hammers? Hammers and axes?
I mean, axes, yeah.
Kind of
And
does
a
look
gun.
like Studio Ghibli. It looks similar. Yeah, and they have a gun. They're like an engineer. Can I even change outfits here? You know, I'm gonna unplug my controller. Don't worry, that sounds okay. It just means I disconnected my controller, which is one of the highest crimes in this game.
We will.
Pretty much. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Okay. This is what they normally look like. This is another outfit. Rear row body. And then, yeah. And then their main things is they fight with drones that shoot people, drones that heal people, a drone that shoots a million lock-on things, and then smacks people with a hammer. So, that's basically what they got. Okay, I also want to... I don't know what I'm trying to click here. Let me go to rolling. Okay, I keep clicking the wrong buttons. Are you a cat boy? Yes.
Grimulkin, technically.
Yeah, so this is the president guy. He really does have bad outfits.
Yeah.
My bad. This is this guy who's normally looks like that. Oh, this one's way better. The wild attire. This is Leander. Smart nerd.
When did he get that? I guess I was probably out from the thing. Did I complete any of those?
You saw Bracken. This is the king, by the way. He has really bad outfits. I just like this one. Rogot drip. This is tanning. Also really bad outfits, except this one. This one's kind of cool. Why is the king so small? Wizard better? Well, basically he was just a prince, and then his dad got murdered. And then he was going to become king, and then the staged a coup, and then he started his own kingdom. You know how it goes. Makes sense, yeah. And right now we're in dreams, by the way. Technically memories. Doing stuff for
But
the
you're basically
conductor.
the same if you really think about it.
Yeah, in this sense. This is my kingdom. Look, we're chibi. We got a lot of people. Do you like it so far? Honestly, this game, or it doesn't look too bad in my opinion. It's just not good, really.
Yeah.
It's not that it's like a terrible game. The end game
Just a
seems
lot
pretty
of the
boring.
systems just aren't great.
Yeah.
A lot of the upgrade systems, like I actually think all of the upgrade systems are done very poorly, and the combat's kind of bland. Unless, of course, we have a bunch of combos that they didn't tell us about, in which case I could see it being a bit more interesting.
I don't know. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just definitely not one of the good games. Like I wouldn't recommend this game to anyone.
People would have to ask for something very specific for this to get recommended.
Yeah. And I played Disney Dreamlight Valley, and that's a good game. Truly. I might replay
have
it if it's on
a
Game Pass.
difficult time agreeing with that.
You didn't even like play all that much. Old Nintendo vibes.
You know, for 100% Forager, I'm not actually a big fan of just going around breaking a bunch of items.
I don't know though. I feel like it's still fun, like the progression stuff. Beer again. Oof, you're good. Where do you think
I
this
say
key
a lot
is?
of, like daily stuff's kind of weird.
That's it. A broken
Hank, you
ore
didn't have
forms
the
from
immediate
movement.
assumption that I did.
Well, I assumed it was going to be
Broken
behind this
ore.
shell.
I see. I heard you right, but it was a different word.
A magnificent crown forms for a brief moment before shattering into pieces.
What? I didn't even grab that one.
Boosh!
Wait, Evan, I'm getting some Riddle vibes. Oh, by your get materialized. It'll probably be one of Queen Naria's memories if it's down here, won't it? That's what I was assuming. He was probably like a little kid, though. I mean, technically,
I
haven't
mean,
they been
the
immortal?
past for her could be like about anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. A wing. Well, now, so it ain't always pictures then. It's a little ring, so small it can barely fit on my finger. But it makes me feel
Personally,
warm
if I pick up
somehow.
a really weird ring, the first thought isn't to put it on.
I don't know. No ordinary piece of jewelry, that's for certain. You're telling me, Jared, if we like, we're chilling at the river, right? Like we do. And
Yeah, I was gonna say, the river.
and a ring happens to come up and it looks kind of weird. You're telling me you're like, I probably don't want to put that on. What if it gives me some weird power?
No, cursed, 100%.
I
It's
would
either
do it.
cursed or it does nothing.
Yeah. Looks like we found our key then. Let's head rabbit word and open the next door. Let's head rabbit word, shall we?
I'm gonna have to use that more. I didn't know it was so applicable.
Yeah. The Midnight Garden. Or whatever it's called.
This quest is level 90.
Oh, I know. I saw. Yes. Oh, yes. This is the key we've been looking for. With this, we can open the new door for sure. An adorable little ring, but it has a certain
That shouldn't have
cheapness,
rhymed.
don't you think? Is it a toy, perhaps? But it did. But it must still be important, mustn't it? To have been formed from the memories gathered where we found it. It's from little baby Naria. Indeed, it must, my boy. Forgive me. I should take care not to speak lightly of such treasure. I wonder what manner of high higgity it'll lead us to. You'll have to go and find out.
Probably a water one. If I had to take an educated guess. Maybe dark.
You've unlocked a memory lane. Well, off you pop. Time to take your next trip down the twists and turns of another memory lane. Okay. You think we're gonna learn another style? I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think there are that many styles. I think we're missing one.
And we'll probably get that from the labyrinth. And it'll be called... I don't know.
Labyrinth style. Nisha style.
Yeah, pretty much. Which door opened? Was it this one?
You quite literally have a quest marker.
Do I, though?
Almost looked like you looked at the quest marker and then darted towards the door.
Given where the latest key was found, there could be little doubt as to who memories it was formed from. You know, the fact that everyone's saying it's Naria makes me think it's not Naria, but what if it's Leander? Little baby Leander. Leander. Kinda looks like Naria, though.
Now,
Leander. So much Leander is being said. So it was Queen Naria's ring. But Her Majesty's taste does not run to trinkets. Why would her memories be tied to a mere plaything? As serious as ever, I see. So, how are the preparations for the wedding processing, my dear? Or progressing? Yeah. Preparations, yes, for the wedding. I am not entirely sure that this is the most appropriate place for such a discussion, my queen. I've decided on a pure white dress, though Halloween seems set on convincing me that red would be a better choice.
Yes.
Perhaps you might consider wearing both. What? 2 dresses. What a wonderful idea. In the ceremony, I am at a loss as to how it should begin.
Well.
Your Majesty, I really think. I wonder if a performance from a celebrated musician such as Nereus might not be fitting, even were he to play all day and all night. I doubt that anyone would tire him. Your Majesty, we came here in search of the High Higleys. Why exactly am I being coerced into a consultation of the subject of my nuptials?
What?
That is a lot of words.
I'm not sure. She seems very keen to hear what you have to say, though. I cannot tell you how happy I am that we are to be wed at last. How long I have awaited this day.
Oh.
And just like that, she disappeared. Unlike Martha's memory, this one would seem to be more recent, very recent indeed, given the topic of Her Majesty's conversation. It's a future memory.
Maybe.
Well, we were told that all kinds of memories get mixed in memory lanes. Do you think the Queen has a High Higley we're looking for? In her heart, but it's not for her courage, it's for her love.
True. I was gonna say, I don't think they can resist the opportunity to make the past and, like, not have a different model. But it's like, this is probably a week ago, so I think I might be wrong on that.
Who knows? If Archon Leander were to wed Queen Naria, he would become king, would he not? A Hydropolis with both queen and king? How wonderful. What if it's like a really old memory? You know?
That's
like of a
also
time where they
possible.
also got married.
To arms!
Maybe Lander was also in the dark. Maybe he only remembers this timeline? Time travel's confusing. That's not my gun.
Here goes.
Random explosion.
Also, did you look into the upgrades for the Higley
Nope.
style? They're pretty cool.
I don't care. There's only one style for me, Jared. And that's cheater bullcrap.
That's fair.
Queen Naria would do nothing at all about the eruption in the end. I suppose there was, or even limits to a kingmaker's power. And then we go over here to this geezer.
Yes.
Before the undersea
Yeah.
volcano erupted, our kingdom was full of lush greenery, and now it's all gone. All gone. Sniff.
Also, I'm not sure if you also looked at the weapon. I'm assuming not.
What
But
weapon?
we got access to new melee weapons that we can make that are more craftable and are way better.
Ready for this?
Way better?
Way better.
Way too
We
better.
add like 600 damage and a special effect because the Nozkin weapon.
I don't remember seeing this, but I'll,
It's like we get
take a peek,
access
see.
to a ton of stuff and you're like, eh.
Well, no one said we had access to stuff. What?
To be fair, I just looked randomly for a key item in the inventory and happened across it, but I'm not even sure if we got it from that quest.
Like we can just. What?
What? It's a lot of whats.
Yeah. So it's a key item.
Yeah, that's a scroll that allows us to craft more melee weapons.
Is it the training thing, or a wizard manual thing? The
No.
first melee manual.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Let you manufacture more items than ever. So that is what we're looking for.
Define what we're looking for.
Like what you said you found, and that's why you looked.
Yeah.
Okay. You should just look it up and see what it gives us access to.
Well, it says melee weapons, and we have a new melee weapon of each type.
Okay, Jared.
So I already know.
But how much gooder are they?
Pretty good there.
How
And
much?
again, actually craftable. Not like currently, but like I have some of the items necessary for it.
Yeah,
Also,
but
is
how much?
ice an element?
You never said how much gooder. Maybe?
I mean, again, like the sword I think had 600 attack, which is pretty high.
600?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, call me... Oh no. Oh no, Jared. No!
Shall we?
It could be worse.
It can't be worse! Oh,
It could be
God.
so much worse.
There's gonna be a level 90 king slime that we're gonna fight, Jared. What do you mean? What could be worse than that?
No, it's the slime rain. I knew it.
We're doomed. Death comes for us all, Jared. There's too much to dodge! There's 30 slimes on my screen!
Yeah, that's what I was talking about the Higgly style upgrades. You can also make them use their skills more often. It'd be crazy.
Whoa, that's so cool.
And
look what I
increase the
can do here.
effectiveness of the skills. Like right now, my knights do more damage. It's crazy. Why
you
there's so
can't-
many of them.
That's so cool. Believe it or not, with observation hockey, having something that's based on timing and stuff is a lot better for me. I know you're much better at holding buttons.
Sending bombs.
To be fair, we're getting some levels though. I leveled up 20 times. I'm level 180,000.
I'm level 91, which I think means I gained like 3 levels.
I think I gained 3 levels.
For like this side story being like really easy. We're getting kind of some levels and items that are really good.
We know they don't recommend doing this.
Yeah. Have we already done?
my love, perhaps we should hold
I guess
ceremony in the
teleporting
beautiful
and
shrine such
one-shotting
as
is pretty
mine.
useful.
Yeah, I'm insane, Jared. Queen Narya certainly seems a lot more lighthearted than usual. Perhaps it was her inner self that has found its way here, or perhaps it is my own memory of her upon once life. A time when she was able to forget her role as ruler and find it in herself instead, the carefree spirit of a young maid. She has been forced to remain strong for the sake of others for far too long. To see this side of her again, even as a fleeting memory, warms my heart. But this shrine is swarming with monsters, is it not?
No.
Then there is only one thing for it. We must eliminate them for me, every single one. Oh, yeah, easy. What? Come, surely I can ask that much of my future king. I will await word of your success up ahead. After all, I have other preparations to attend to. The centerpiece of our wedding feast will not choose itself.
Wow.
Yeah, kinda used to getting her way, or her own way, huh?
Well,
The true queen would never act so thoughtlessly. I suspect that someone else's memories are mixed up in this. Well, we are in a memory lane. Anything can happen, right?
yes.
Although I do remember her showing flashes of such a self long ago, flashes that I found inexplicably adorable. Uh-huh. Yes, there's something in such willful behavior that I cannot help but admire. Ah, please, there's things I'd happily go to my grave not knowing, curse ye. Boop. Want that item.
57 guilders, let's go.
Queen Narya and Archon Leander would often walk to the shore together in their younger days. They would seek out the prettiest seashells and present them to one another as gifts. Even from a distance, it was plain to see that it made Her Majesty ecstatically happy.
Puppet man.
What is a razor green lumber?
Straight from the razor tree.
I don't think that's what that means, but I could be wrong given the fact that I have no idea what it means.
The mother man was so happy, he was hopping with joy. And then I killed it.
You can always see it coming from a mile away. And I can't help but think of Hiska when I hear those noises.
That's not what I think of. Each her own. You're just thinking Hiska.
That's fair. Understandable.
I've been asked to design Queen Naria's wedding dress. It is a great honor, of course, but it's also a great responsibility. I struggle to think of anything else. Who would want that responsibility?
It's a great question.
I killed that mother of four. Oh wait, a mother of spore. That's better. I'm gonna mulligan that. First one.
Time travel's confusing.
Yeah.
Those are actually like the kind of jokes people think of, like, dang, we're gonna include that in our game, that's sick. That's an entire side quest right there.
I mean, it's clever.
People being, this game, really.
Yeah,
I
Jared's,
just feel
Jared's
like
too edgy and mature
games have
for
too
jokes
many
like that.
bugs. That's not true, but that's also not exactly the point I'm trying to make.
Uh-huh.
I am pretty edgy and mature, though.
You're just saying that the joke's not that funny to make an entire side quest based off of one bad joke. And that's where you're wrong.
Yes, and I'm more so saying that not every side quest has to be a pun. A really bad pun at that.
I disagree. Would you believe I am over 3 centuries old and I never even knew it? Then it is true that beauty comes with age. The suitors will be flocking to my door, I am sure of it. Got that right. Sweet cheeks. Baby doll. I don't know. I don't know what people say.
These are some weird ones. I haven't heard those in like, I don't know.
I don't know, you know, people say they're old-fashioned, so you gotta use old-fashioned pickup lines. If even those are pickup
From
lines.
3 centuries ago. That is not a pickup line per se, but why is everything a dragon?
Well, I don't know, that's probably a really bad joke I could make, but it's not coming to me, Jared. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I wasted all my good joke on that mother of sport.
Uh-huh. I can't think of a joke, but I don't think I need to. Okay, I thought of it. Those are your good jokes, I don't want to see your bad ones.
We're just gonna ignore that collectively.
That's not at all the right word.
Well, I'm saying everyone's going to ignore it.
You speak on behalf of literally everyone?
In this sense. I'm like the Lord.
To arms!
See this? It's like a planet, or a moon on a planet, or something close to either of those.
You just assume it's one of those because Warframe.
I think it might have also been Destiny. Could have been both, though. Boop! Bop! Hey, Roland, who are you fighting? I don't even think your own demons are on that side of the screen. Ow!
Are these your bad jokes?
Rolling to look over to do. Why? I'm holding W. Go over there. What are you doing? Roland, you need to stop. Stop! Who are you? Where? Okay, well I can't dodge this. Unfortunately, it's impossible. So I guess I'm just gonna walk out of attack. Sorry. Walk into attacks.
That's fair. I feel like this guy's got especially uncooperative hitboxes.
Here goes.
I don't know why Roland seems to think he's in the moon. Can you dodge, game? Can you dodge?
I don't
Once in your
get
stupid
why
life.
there are such bad boss mechanics. Like, oh yeah, when he goes underground, there's a chance that he's just super vulnerable for like 15 seconds, and if you do enough damage, then he's even more vulnerable. But it's a chance. Huh?
Sorry, I'm just having the boss disappear on me.
Yeah, you know, usually people go for a transparent method, not completely invisible.
Okay. My dodge
That's
is
actually
so
pretty tanky.
unresponsive. He is level 93. Uh-oh.
I think we gotta bring out spells that do a ton of damage, rather than just smacking him.
I'm just gonna dodge explosions real quick.
Seems difficult. I don't think these things are really meant to be timed.
None of my keys work. There it is.
Ooh, well, spells aren't the play. Sundown did 93 damage a hit. Oh, Static Wall also did 300 damage. Which is half as much as my basic attack, so I think this guy might have some skill resistance.
I don't think so.
Here goes.
Static Wall's even physical. Oh. Then again, it's also a physical spell, so maybe it's just spell resistance. But I feel like spell resistance would just be magic resistance.
He dead.
Ah, dang. Heavy ammo did 73 damage.
Are you sure you have weapons equipped maybe, Jared? Playing in expert mode?
My current weapon has 435 damage.
Gotcha.
And ups my spell damage.
Why are you so bad? Giving you a hard time? No, he was giving me a really soft time. If you catch my drift.
I sure hope I don't.
Anyway, what devilry is this? Hydropolis overrun with monsters. How could this have happened?
Ooh, he's at 1 health. That means he's gonna be underground for a total of 15 minutes.
True. Where is she? Your Majesty, Your Majesty. I can't see her anywhere nearby. It cuts me to the... It cuts me to the quick? Pardon? To see this place invaded, even if the land of dreams... Or even in the land of dreams. Her Majesty
I think
may be
this
in great
game
danger.
especially is exploiting your whatever, not pronouncing words right by just them not pronouncing things that are actually sentences or phrases that people use.
Yeah. Right.
That could have been constructed so much better.
I disagree. Let's hurry up and go find her. Whoa. It's some guy. I've been asked to perform at the royal wedding. It is quite the honor, of course, but the program is both lengthy and complex. Kinda like my...
vocabulary.
Yeah, I wanted to think of something that would, not, but then I couldn't think of anything that wasn't that, but you know.
You couldn't think of anything that wasn't that.
Yeah. I have... What's it? On the brain.
What? Elaborate.
Nothing. Nothing in my brain.
You know, I
I've been watching too many VTubers.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's like, to be cute, you have to, like, act dumb a lot of the time, you know? And I'm just
That's
trying to
fair.
be a cutie patootie.
No, I feel like it sounds weird to say, but I don't know if that really applies, since I almost exclusively watch male VTubers.
I think that might apply more.
Who also happen to be geniuses.
Ah, gotcha. Queen Narya has always prioritized her royal responsibilities over her own personal happiness. If anyone deserves a wedding of their dreams, it is her. Alas, it appears that events have conspired against Her Majesty once again. No. It's just a lot of times VTubers, like even like Bibu, like I don't know if I'd say Bib was my favorite YouTuber. Probably the one I watched the most of. But it's like, you know, it's like you just kind of like talk weirdly, you know? Not like weird,
Yeah.
but kind of like stupidly and toned down. Like
Hard to exactly pinpoint the right word.
yeah.
It's not exactly stupid. It's not like trying to act like they are stupid or anything.
Yeah, no, it's just I don't
Maybe Goofy is more accurate. Just like they're
Kinda
not
like
like
baby
super
talk.
hard focused on everything they're saying.
I don't know, something I don't know. Like I said, it's not anything I actually like complain about. It's just it's
Yeah.
one of those observations, you know?
Eh.
But it's for the sake of being funny. And it works. I'm just saying. What's it?
Hey there.
It's Ace, guys! Look Effort, his name. He's Ace. Did I kill him?
But do we think it's pronounced PH as an F or P?
Forcus.
Yeah, that kind of sounds dumb. I'd have to imagine it's a P, but that's also
Oh, a
not
ghost
how
too?
English works.
But is it a ghost or is it just a memory? You know?
The only ghosts are the worries that haunt us.
True.
I will not juggle.
I'm gonna just assume I get that reference. Or I don't know.
It's a pretty obvious reference.
But please, you must help us defeat these monsters and be sure not to waste any
Unless
of
I
the
didn't get the first one.
I got none of it. Queen Nori is always urging us to make the most of any adverse circumstances, but or what better way to respond to this current predicament than to use the monster meat for the wedding banquet? I mean, say what you will. I don't know, monster meat.
Resourceful.
Okay, gotta knock out a fairy.
Huh? There's a bit of an undertone to that I'm not sure I liked. You've got nothing on the brain.
Exactly. See these dashes? I'm insane. Your Majesty, you are unharmed? Question mark. There you are, Leander. You really never stop thinking of me, do you?
Yes.
How could I, my queen? I remain in King Evan's service for now, but should I ever hear that you are in danger, though we be at opposite ends of the world, in different worlds entirely, even I will find you always. Aww.
Be fair, so would Evan, so.
Forgive me, Leander.
Well.
Yeah, but this is like out of like love. Evans is like,
A love for people as a whole.
yeah. What have I to forgive? I have been having doubts. Though I would dearly love to marry you and begin a life together, we both know that to do so will cause Hydropolis to fall. And though I felt sure before that this was for the best, though my people knew full well that, or what I had decided, and had only kind words to offer. The more the preparations have progressed, the more I fear that my decision was the wrong one. That I am selfishly pursuing my own happiness at the expense of others. This is what troubles you, where now is the selfish and willful queen we saw before.
If I may be so
You
bold.
need not worry, I know full well the cause of your apprehension. It's entirely usual for doubt to creep in as the day of the wedding approaches. Your fears are far from out of the ordinary, and what is more, they will soon pass. Story is deep. Oop. It's true.
What?
Gosh, is that Leander who told you that? What?
Yes.
I've carried out extensive research on the subject of marriage. Evermore's populace proved a highly enlightening source of data on the most intriguing topic. Oh yeah, you did ask me about the Skypire weddings a while back. But do you think it's a bit more likely that she's been brainwashed by that massive crow monster than that she's got a case of common or garden cold feet? I think she has fish feet. Now, that
I don't
or
think
her
so.
fear has created that monster. Reminds me of the penguin princess from I don't know. World of Final Fantasy. I'm pretty sure there was a penguin princess, right? Yeah, or queen.
I think so. I think that's who I pictured when you said Penguin Princess, but I had zero clue who you were talking about.
Gotcha. Regardless of the cause, Her Majesty is in danger. The creature must be destroyed. Yeah.
Why do we have to play this guy again?
Nightmare roll.
Ow. My bones.
I'm gonna dodge.
there's about to be a murder.
Yeah.
He's like a crow, and I'm gonna kill him. Looks like they'll be playing without a rook and bishop. Because he's a rook and I'm gonna kill him.
Here goes.
I'm about
Also,
to.
is rook just like another way to say crow? Because it's also like rookity. And I feel like that's a weird coincidence.
I think it's like crookedy. Like a crow rook.
Uh-huh. That seems like a really weird, bad joke to make on two different
It's
things.
an observation.
Here goes.
I mean, yeah, but like they do make the joke, you know?
I am sick on the dodges, by the way.
I am sick on mashing explosives.
I kind of want to use my buff. He won't look at me. He won't look at me. What is
for a full
that?
10 seconds?
Yeah, give me 10 seconds.
I'm also
anyway.
kind of sick on the dodges.
Oh!
However,
I don't
it
even know how I
doesn't
did that.
benefit
Here goes.
What did you do?
I like dodged with my ability.
Yeah, and then you're like a
Here
backstep.
goes. Eat this.
See, it's like how I said like the skeletons feel like an actual boss, and this feels like an actual just like really bad boss.
Actual really bad.
The other ones don't really feel like bosses, but this guy, it just feels like he's a flying boss where people decided, you know what, how about we give him no end lag?
Hey, why don't you land, loser? Hey, how about you
Yeah.
land, loser? That's not what I meant to click. How about you land, loser? There we go.
Here goes.
I'm not sure what confusion does exactly, but Leander's going crazy. Not because he's confused, but he's inflicting it.
I figured.
Here goes.
This boss is also going crazy because he's confused.
Here goes. Eat this.
You know, it's really annoying that he can,
My time.
Eat this.
I'm awakened.
If I was awakened right now.
Here goes.
Man, this is gameplay. In case you couldn't figure, I actually can't see the enemy.
Here goes. Eat this.
I killed him before you, I'm crazy.
You got awakened, what do you mean?
Eat this.
Get better.
Oh, sorry. I ran directly into the lightning.
Kinda did though. How confident are you in your assumption that the Higgledy is born of whatever person's love?
100 million.
That's a pretty high percent.
I want there to be a moth in my coffee. It's born of my confusion.
That's fair. I don't want that guy on my team.
Pliggle pig!
Oh.
It's from Leander. His hope has formed a Higgledy. Pig, hig, hig. The story is deep.
You guys really got
Today,
away with words.
All Hydropolis has been, waited is here at last, the day of Queen Naria's marriage to Archon Leander. Her face aglow, she tells her beloved of her joy at this happy occasion finally having come to pass. In return, he tells her of his joy of her previous doubts having faded away. But then he lowers his voice. Forgive me for ruining the mood, but all this is all merely an illusion, the dream of a memory lane. At this, Narya fixes him with a steely gaze. I know, she mutters through gritted teeth. I thought you might benefit from a little practice. When your current duties are done, I will be expecting the greatest wedding the world has ever seen. A wedding that will put this paltry fashion or fantasy to shame. Leander's jaw tightens as he nods his head in obedient assent. Even as he does so, Leander's eyes alight on the tiny shell ring on Narya's little finger. He stares at it for a moment in disbelief. Surely there were grander and greater rings you could have picked for such a day. Fool, have you forgotten? And after I searched for it for so long. You truly mean to tell me that you do not remember the first gift you ever gave me? That ring, so ordinary as it seemed, was indeed the very first present Archon ever gave to his beloved queen. But he can be forgiven for forgetting. He has given her so many other gifts since then that to remember them all would be a feat of memory impressive even for him. More than 10 rings besides this one, not to mention hair clips, necklaces, and other adornments too numerous to mention. But this first gift is so precious to her that she has chosen it above all others, though it will no longer fit any of her smallest fingers, or but her smallest. And yet this and all her other treasured gifts will be lost beneath the waves when the eruption of the undersea volcano is finally allowed to come to pass. Though I am not my true self, though this place is little more than an illusion, still it is my dearest wish that you take this ring with you. With these words, she entrusts him with the greatest treasure, and then her eyes glint with sudden mischief. The real me will of course be receiving a ring far grander than this, I am sure, perhaps something the color and size of your magnificent eyes, my beloved. After all, a queen deserves only the grandest and greatest of rings, would you not agree, Leander? Winces. Such willfulness surely does not befit one of your station, my queen, yet I cannot help but rejoice at seeing you smile after so very long. I thank you from the very bottom of my heart for allowing one such as myself to the honor of becoming your king, far more importantly, your eternal companion. At that, Narya's eyes narrow with cat-like pleasure. All has come to pass exactly as she had hoped it would. When Evan and his friends had first come to Hydropolis, she believed him to be an agent of a rival kingdom bent on exposing her own nation's greatest secret. And if that means by which she delayed the realm's doom had come to light, Hydropolis' end would have not been long in coming. But Evan had come to ask for cooperation, not to seek her downfall. The declaration of interdependence and the hope for peace and prosperity that it brought convinced the queen that his young king brought salvation, not destruction. Nonetheless, she wished to test Evan's and her beloved's resolve. With this in mind, she set them on the task of overcoming mighty Cetus. Narya had decided that it was time to, at last, to bring the never-ending state of stasis she had brought about to an end. Though hope remained strong in her heart, she had long since grown tired of holding back the inevitable. Unfortunately for her, Leander's absence only served to present Lauren with an opportunity to steal her king's bond. Hoping to borrow Brine Skimmer's power, she had traveled to the king's cradle alone, determined that none but she should be put in danger were her attempts to go awry. Probably awry. Alas, after centuries of self-sacrifice, Narya was no match for Delorean. When she found her at the bottom of the abyss, her king's bond was cut, and its power bent to another purpose. Devastated by her failure, Narya's heart was engulfed in a cloud of the blackest despair, which threatened to drive her from her senses, but then she witnessed the arrival of Evan and Leander. And at a mere sight of her beloved, the darkness cleared as if a ray of sunshine had reached her there in the ocean's indigo depths. For a child to be born to us, my magic must be lost and Hydropolis with it, the queen proclaims. Through her face shows little trace of regret. I've decided that any child of ours must be brought up in Evermore, she adds, in a tone which suggests that she will not be told otherwise. Perhaps you might consider asking King Evan his permission first, my queen, Leander replies, through his smile somewhat undercut and sternness of his words. I might. Any hope to our future lies in his kingdom, after all. May the spirit of Hydropolis live on in the realm where all live happily ever after.
Okay, just a couple things, unless I want to wait till after all this. There's so much to talk about, there's so much reading.
Let me finish. Already finished. The story is what I'm seeing, or memory. Yeah, I think after this, it'll be the end of this little tale. I had thought the memory lane to be formed solely from Queen Narya's thoughts and memories, but it seemed mine too played their part. Well, the conductor did say that these keys are formed in places where all kinds of people's thoughts all relate to it. Her thoughts gather. So probably made up of hers and yours and all the people of Hydropolis' hopes and dreams. Pickle. If what we have seen here proves to be a lasting testament of the people of Hydropolis, I shall be able to end my days a very happy king indeed.
Evan!
So it must have been a few days? What? I'm confused. Until that
Yeah, I
time,
don't understand
I
the
remain
context here.
your humble and greatest servant, King Evan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leander. Gameplay, I mean. I don't know if that cleared anything up. Well,
Yeah, what must have been a few days.
we had better be getting back. For one thing, I have an enormous gem to find. Hehe, we'll all do our best to help you. Welcome back. I see you found another high higgledy. Well done, well done, well done. Something tells me your understanding of the world was deepened by this latest little adventure. Why is that bunny so scary looking? I think it's just eerie, more than scary. Also,
and
how
there's
much
a
you
very
gonna
eerie
bet
name too, the conductor.
the last higgledy is gonna be inside us the whole time?
Whoa.
I'm
I
calling
can believe it.
out.
Ooh, or this conductor is like our soulmate.
Like, it's Evan?
Yeah.
What if it's Ollie?
You know, there are actually quite a few things that stop that from being the case.
What, that we know both Ollies and they're both dead?
Yeah, and this guy was in the first game as well.
The
So unless
conductor
there were
was?
3 Ollies. Yeah.
I don't remember the conductor in the first. Crazy terms.
It wasn't a very big part, but
Something tells me your understanding of the
might
world
have
was
just post game.
deepened by this latest little adventure, Evan. Even the hopes of those destined to leave the world still serve to shape it. So when you say that our hearts make the world go round, you mean their hearts too? Precisely, my precisely. Now, the high higgledy of hope has been recovered, which leaves 4 more in need of your aid. Oh yeah, an excess of accessories. 1.
We can actually craft useful accessories now?
But why don't we make the start of our wedding preparations instead? The shock on his face. Hoo, just a little joke. Why don't I tell you where I think the next key might be? He is really shocked. And somewhere very important to you by, I believe, Evan, I see fair maidens in clothing designed for ease of movement. That makes you think like robes. They clean, they organize, they deliver, and all to keep a mouse-eared palace running smoothly.
There's
The
only
maid
one
servant of
mouse
Ding Dong
palace I
Castle.
know of.
Yeah. If that's what you think the answer might be, then why don't you cast Materialize to see? I shall look forward to learning what form our key will take this time. The ranged weapon rundown.
Okay. Well, I feel like I had like 3 things today. But first of all,
Gibber
I
the
was wondering-
Hopeless.
I was wondering why people wouldn't just leave Hydropolis before it explodes and like take their possessions with them. But it seems like that's their plan. But why not take all the treasures?
I was thinking too far ahead, Drew.
And also, if Leander thinks that she like doesn't like jewelry, which is why he was surprised that her memory was a ring or whatever, right? Why were all of his gifts jewelry?
Because...
I feel like there were a few other things. I don't know.
Well, I think the entire thing was a lie, so I don't think it matters. It was all something made up in, maybe Queen Narya's or just Leander's mind. So I think we could just chalk it up to that.
That's fair.
Make weapons.
Oh yeah,
price
we
of
also got
thunder.
some pretty good accessories just from the last dream thing. Like, several rings. I got like 3 rings that seriously increase magic.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. The ruby katana. We just need bronze ingots. Where do we get bronze ingots?
Those don't sound very difficult.
Oh. Anyone else here, Jared?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
The Soloseum Slog. But we can make the best weapons by going to the Soloseum and just getting those things. I'm guessing this other stuff's Labyrinth.
I
This
still
stuff
have
looked very familiar.
a few other things to get, assuming you're looking at the sword, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's all stuff you get in the Labyrinth. Probably even says
To
that.
be fair, I probably could turn on
Yeah.
my item drop rate.
You get it from the Labyrinth, the Soloseum, and Memory Lane. Maybe we should be doing the Soloseum. But I
This
don't know how
weapon's
to-
gotta be busted. Its special effect is Bell himself.
Oh yeah, I saw that, I think.
We can make better accessories. What?
A wing! Ooh! Okay, I need hefty skulls. Okay.
I can't think of anything to say to that, actually. We can make 1 ring that gives us nerves. Here, those are pretty useful, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing if we can make any better EXP stuff. Ooh, no.
Yeah,
Well, we can make the Enlightenment ones now.
that is better EXP stuff.
Yeah, we already have one. But I might as well make 2 more, right?
I don't have enough Wonder Water. Why do you have 46 Wonder Water?
I wonder.
Hilarious.
Water! So, this one's money.
You really like committing to those.
Fewer curse items appear. Enemies drop high grade heartbeat. It gives us a heart.
You know, it has the same sprite as the one that's really good, but it doesn't have that effect, so I'm not interested.
It has Nazcan arms. Okay.
That's not how that works.
Okay. I kind of want this connoisseur's charm.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
We need more of the.
Ooh, let's see where we find these. Oh yeah, far away, far away, far away. Ooh. And the best part is,
Maybe we'll find
I don't
Shrek
have
there
any of
too.
those. Isn't that
'Cause-
like far, far away?
Yeah, but it's a joke.
It's like the close cousin of far away.
Yeah.
Elysian armor.
I'm gonna equip some of this stuff. How's it going, Tycoon? He's already wearing enlightenment.
I feel like I had some really good equipment.
Enlightenment. I see effort. Me too.
Got a 3rd best sword.
Getting better armor? Not really.
I feel like special effects are like good, like using absorbed higgledies boost power when he's using the higgledy thing.
The hit. It kind of looks like Hitman Ford with 2 Fs. Just an observation.
Yeah. It's weird how that works.
What, observing? AT's
No. That looks like Hitman.
I think it's because the capital. I think if you made the H capital and then the E capital.
I mean, yeah, but it's also the fact that, like, it's your mind split the words like that rather than the other way.
No.
Also, very important question. Why was his old name The Wandering Hitman Effort?
What do you mean?
I feel like it's supposed to be Wandering, but he spelt it wrong. Because Wandering, I don't know.
Gotta wait some months. Bet. Do we think Overwatch is reset?
I mean, it was an hour last time, so we've been streaming for 2 hours.
I'm gonna check really quick. Because if it is, then we'll hop off.
And I also
you know, it's probably
completed
worth
mine
hopping
after
off. Well, YouTube gang, we're gonna hop off, but Twitch gang, we're still gonna be here, so don't go anywhere. You know how it is, YouTube gang, links in the description, all that jazz. Overwatch. I'll see you later.